Around 2017 is when something happened. Something, I can't explain what, but I can tell you what happened to me ever since then. And what happened to me ever since then is what's called somebody else choosing to put their will and their power over the will of me, myself, as God. Technology, invasive artificial intelligence technology as a targeted individual. And these methods that have been used are so extreme and so inhumane that there's no way to express to you the type of tortures, yes, that I had experienced and continue slightly as I am growing out of it. Not growing out of it, but they're pushing away, or God is helping, or something, okay? But this goes to the transhumanism agenda, in which they are attempting to do, as taking souls, God souls, real sparks of God divinity, and turning them into digital computers that live in a computer, basically. And that's not the choice that I choose. As not choosing that, they decided I could just be their property and they'd choose it for me. When this happened, all I can do is explain what I felt and what I've experienced since. What I felt was an immediate, direct, huge attack. It felt as if I was thrown down from some type of realm into darkness. So dark that there was just demons infiltrated in every way. My whole body was frozen where I couldn't even move. They used technology to blow open my neurological circuits, and I could feel them as they were doing it. I could feel my mind being infiltrated through artificial intelligence, and that's what happened. They reversed my mindset to where I was in a fetal position, crying, I want to go home, I want to go home, for 8 years. The amount of stress and the amount of trauma that had been built up and I'm recovering from is beyond imagination for anyone to have to experience. But it's also beyond imagination for why this would be allowed. And what I'm saying is they are altering humans and stealing souls. And you have the ability to fight this through your consciousness awareness if this is happening to you. My personality, my actions, the way that I think, the way that I would normally act, react, or not react, had been so overly altered that where my confidence and God-given soul expression had been turned into a coward crying. And I mean crying to the degree to where now my adrenaline's glands and my nervous system is fried, literally fried. And that's what I'm working through now. This was done through technology. And this was also done through the Swaruu deception program. People, the Marie Swaruu that you listen to on YouTube is a deception. I don't want to be the one to have to come and say this. I do not want to be the one who has to do this. I have fought against having to do this, but I have to do this because this is not about me. This is about humanity and the war of our consciousness and the technology they're using to try to fight to keep their game board, which is us, okay, and to alter God natural consciousness into a computer. And I'm not that. That's not my choice. That's what they did to me. Now, with the Swaruu deception program running, they have somehow connected my astral body, my mind, my soul, my everything to this digital computer, acting as Swaruu, Marie Swaruu, Queen, whatever. Every single day, I'm followed, I'm tracked, and I'm monitored. And every one of my actions are then presented to you on television as if it were Marie Swaruu's life. I cry and I cry and I cry. So she is all emotional. I have so many different stories that there's no way to convince you, okay, unless you have been here with me, and some have been here with me and they live this with me and they understand. All I'm trying to tell y'all is you're being deceived by the Marie Swaruu deception. There is no queen. They're using my field to provide you with a storyline to follow as if it were true. This story is not true. It's a transhumanism agenda to get you to put your focused belief on something that's not even real. But what is real is you yourself on the inside. You are that God spark. You are the world creator. You don't need a queen leader, a hierarchy, someone over and above you to tell you how to live or what to do. You are that God source living. You are that force of God spark. Stop following other people so we can make this world our focus. That would be my recommendation. Once again, y'all don't have to believe me. There's darker stories I could go into and prove all this stuff to you, but that's unnecessary. The only thing you need to know is that the Queen Marie that you've been following is a lie. It's a lie by the cabal. They've been using my field, the information that came out of the ethers. They redirected the signals of my soul incarnation into a digitalized her, a replica of me. And not with my willing participation, not from this point of perspective as a human right now. It was illegal, it was damaging, and it has been evil, because they have been placing their karma on me that I do not accept. I do not accept someone else's karma. I do not accept someone else's distortions placed upon me. And it is for that reason this will stop. And they must fall. And they are. And it's why you're not hearing from her now. Because she's a lie. And it's time for the truth to be told. My condolences go out to people who believe in her. And yes, I am the voice that they kept warning about, that they were afraid that would come out and finally speak. I am that voice. I am that one they kept saying others will come and pretend to be us. Here I am. But I'm not pretending to be them. I wouldn't want to be them. What I'm doing is being myself. And the mirror version, the inverted distortion, is the Marie Swaruu you've been following. And I'm just telling you this. You don't have to believe me, but if you are interested in what the truth is you yourself are the God source creator. Where your focus and attention goes, that gets created. The more focus and attention that goes onto these channels like Marie Swaruu, the more development into the demon realm we create. Because that realm is a demon realm. I know this because they are getting the information out of my field. I'm not telling you that I'm a demon. I'm telling you they placed me into a field of demons. And as I have fought these demons and won, they have been reporting to you every other day about astral realm attacks and about all the different stories and metaphysical information. Every one of them that have been placed on there have been in response to the type of tortures they have been doing to my vessel here now. Once again, you don't have to believe me, but I want to speak this, to get this out. I want this to be cleared out of my field because I want no participation with demons. I am a source God spark of the divine here to remind you that you are a God source spark of the divine just as well. And sure, maybe you come from some other place, but you're not at that other place right now. Right now, you're a human here on this planet. And as long as we keep putting our power outwards, our planet will stay like this. So let's come together. Let's come together as the God source son we all are and make this world our attention, because this is the world that we all call home until it's time to move on. Thank you for listening. It's time for this to come into the truth, into the open. All right, I love you all. Bye. Have a great day.